Amidst the doom and gloom headlines, there's hope. From forests reborn to species pulled back from the brink, humanity has proven we can undo our mistakes. Let's celebrate 5 places we saved from extinction, and learn how to keep the momentum going. Join me as we journey across the globe, from the depths of the Amazon rainforest to the sun-drenched reefs of Mexico, to witness the remarkable resilience of nature and the power of human action. We'll meet the communities and individuals who refuse to accept the loss of their natural heritage, who stood their ground and fought for a brighter future. These are stories of hope, of second chances, and of the extraordinary transformations that can occur when we decide to act as stewards of our planet. Subscribe now, and let's explore these inspiring tales of conservation triumph together. Our first destination takes us deep into the heart of the Amazon, to the Xingu River Basin. Here, amidst the emerald tapestry of the rainforest, lies a testament to the power of indigenous wisdom and unwavering determination. By the early 2000s, this region bore the scars of deforestation. Vast swaths of forest home to a staggering array of life had been felled, leaving behind a landscape of fragmented woodland and silent rivers. But the indigenous communities who called this place home refused to stand by and watch as their world crumbled around them. They knew the rhythm of the forest, understood its delicate balance, and held within their traditions the keys to its preservation. With courage and resolve, they began the monumental task of reclaiming their lost paradise. Seed by seed, sapling by sapling, they breathed life back into the ravaged land. They patrolled their territories, fiercely guarding against illegal loggers and land grabbers. Slowly, painstakingly, the forest began to heal. Today, the Xingu River Basin stands as a beacon of hope, a vibrant testament to the power of collective action. Where once stood barren scars on the earth, now thrives a rejuvenated ecosystem. The canopy, once broken, has closed overhead, casting its dappled shade upon a resurgent undergrowth. The air hums with the music of life, insects chirping, birdsong echoing through the trees, and the rustling of unseen creatures moving through the undergrowth. The Xingu's recovery is a powerful reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, hope can blossom. Our next stop takes us from the lush green of the Amazon to the sun-drenched shores of Baja California Sur, Mexico. Here, at the very tip of the peninsula, lies Cabo Pulmo, a small fishing village that orchestrated a marine miracle. For generations, the people of Cabo Pulmo lived in harmony with the sea, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the ocean. But as fishing pressures intensified in the latter half of the 20th century, the once thriving reefs of Cabo Pulmo began to decline. Overfishing took its toll, depleting fish populations and leaving behind a desolate underwater landscape of bleached coral and sparse marine life. Facing ecological disaster, the community of Cabo Pulmo took a bold and unprecedented step. Recognizing that their livelihoods and the health of their beloved reef were inextricably linked, they made the momentous decision to ban all fishing within a designated area. It was a gamble, a leap of faith that by sacrificing short-term gain, they could secure a more sustainable future for themselves and their marine ecosystem. What followed was a testament to the extraordinary power of nature to heal when given the space to do so. Within a decade of the fishing ban, the transformation was nothing short of astonishing. Fish populations rebounded with remarkable speed. The coral reefs, once barren and lifeless, burst forth in a kaleidoscope of color. Today, Cabo Pulmo stands as a shining beacon of hope in a world grappling with the devastating consequences of overfishing and marine degradation. The story of Cabo Pulmo is a testament to the power of community-driven conservation. It demonstrates that when local communities are empowered to manage their own resources, extraordinary things can happen. Gorongosa, a symphony of life restored. From the marine wilderness of Cabo Pulmo, our journey takes us to the southeastern coast of Africa, to a nation still healing from the wounds of conflict. Here, in the heart of Mozambique, lies Gorongosa National Park, a place where the scars of war have given way to an inspiring tale of recovery and renewal. Once renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and abundant wildlife, Gorongosa was ravaged by a brutal civil war that engulfed Mozambique for nearly 2 decades. The park became a battleground, its once thriving ecosystems decimated by poaching and the relentless march of conflict. By the time peace returned to Mozambique, Gorongosa was a shadow of its former glory. Its wildlife populations had been decimated, its infrastructure lay in ruins, and the silence of the savanna was broken only by the wind whistling through the tall grasses. But amidst the devastation, a flicker of hope remained. A dedicated team of conservationists, working hand in hand with the local communities, embarked on an ambitious mission to bring Gorongosa back from the brink. They understood that the park's future was inextricably linked to the well-being of the people who lived within and around its borders. Recognizing the vital role local communities played in the park's long-term survival, the Gorongosa Restoration Project prioritized not only ecological restoration, but also human development. They established schools and health clinics, provided training in sustainable agriculture and ecotourism, and empowered communities to become active participants in the park's management. The impact of this holistic approach was profound. As communities began to reap the benefits of a resurgent Gorongosa, a sense of ownership and pride blossomed. They became the park's most ardent protectors, their knowledge of the land proving invaluable in guiding restoration efforts. Today, Gorongosa is a testament to the power of collaboration, a shining example of what can be achieved when human ingenuity and compassion are combined with nature's inherent resilience. The once silent savanna now reverberates with the sounds of life returning. The Aral Sea, a lake's slow return from the brink. Our journey of hope now takes us from the savannas of Africa to the heart of Central Asia, to a landlocked nation grappling with the legacy of ecological disaster. Here, nestled between the vast steppes of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, lies the Aral Sea, a once mighty lake that has become a poignant symbol of the devastating consequences of human actions. Once the world's 4th largest lake, the Aral Sea was a thriving ecosystem, its waters teeming with life and its shores home to bustling fishing communities. But beginning in the 1960s, a series of ill-conceived irrigation projects diverted the rivers that fed the Aral, causing its waters to recede at an alarming rate. Decade by decade, the sea shrank, leaving behind a parched landscape of salt flats, abandoned ships, and ghost towns. The once thriving fishing industry collapsed, livelihoods were shattered, and the health of those living near the receding shoreline deteriorated as toxic dust storms, laden with pesticides and salt, swept across the region. The plight of the Aral Sea became a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's ecosystems and the far-reaching consequences of disrupting nature's delicate balance. But amidst the desolation, a glimmer of hope emerged. In 2005, a joint effort between the government of Kazakhstan and the World Bank led to the construction of a dam on the Sir Darya, one of the 2 main rivers that once fed the Aral Sea. The Kokoral Dam, as it came to be known, was a desperate attempt to staunch the flow of water escaping into the desert and to breathe life back into a dying ecosystem. And slowly, miraculously, the North Aral Sea began to respond. The water level rose, salinity decreased, and fish, once absent from the lifeless waters, began to return. Yellowstone, where the howl of the wolf signaled rebirth. Our final destination takes us to the heart of the American West, to Yellowstone National Park, a land of geysers, bison herds, and soaring mountain peaks. It is here in this iconic wilderness that we witness the remarkable interconnectedness of nature and the profound impact of a single species, the gray wolf. For over 70 years, the haunting howl of the wolf was absent from the Yellowstone ecosystem. Hunted to near extinction in the early 20th century, the gray wolf, once a vital apex predator, was eradicated from the park, setting in motion a cascade of ecological imbalances. Without wolves to regulate their populations, elk, their primary prey, multiplied unchecked. They overgrazed vast areas of the park, decimating willow and aspen stands, which in turn impacted beaver populations and the intricate network of life that depended on these riparian habitats. Recognizing the crucial role wolves played in maintaining the health and balance of the Yellowstone ecosystem, a bold plan was hatched to reintroduce them to the park. In 1995, after years of planning and public debate, wolves were brought from Canada and released into Yellowstone, marking the beginning of one of the most closely watched ecological experiments in history. The results were nothing short of transformative. With the return of the wolves, a ripple effect of ecological restoration began to course through the park. Elk, wary of their newly returned predators, changed their grazing patterns, allowing willow and aspen stands to regenerate. Beaver colonies, drawn by the abundance of their preferred food source, expanded their territories, their dams creating wetlands that provided habitat for a myriad of other species. A future brimming with hope. These places, each unique, and yet united by a common thread of resilience, stand as beacons of hope in a world grappling with ecological challenges. They remind us that extinction is not inevitable, that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, the power of human action, fueled by compassion, innovation, and a deep respect for the natural world, can turn the tide. As we've journeyed from the depths of the Amazon rainforest to the sun-drenched reefs of Mexico, from the savannas of Africa to the heart of Central Asia and the wilds of Yellowstone, we've witnessed the extraordinary transformations that can occur when we choose to act as stewards of our planet. We've seen how communities, often facing immense challenges, have come together to protect their natural heritage, drawing on traditional knowledge, scientific innovation, and unwavering determination to restore balance to their corner of the world. These stories are not just about conservation. They are stories about the indomitable spirit of humanity, our capacity for love, ingenuity, and the unwavering belief that a better future is possible. They remind us that we are not passive observers in the face of ecological crisis. We are active participants, capable of shaping a future where saved is not the exception, but the norm.